is that one of these teams will live up to the hype. And for both fan groups, I mean, that is, it's just going to be so appreciated, valued, cherished. If Team Falcons can do it, Drawley's story is unbelievable. But if SSG can do it, then I think it's going to make people really wonder, is this going to be a new era of North American Rocket League where the best team that is competing for those titles is these young players on SSG?
It has to be. I mean, if they win this one, sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned. I came in, I have to say, criminally underrated. Didn't think there was any chance for them to even make it out of groups.
Thank you. I don't know what the heck's going on. My whole dashboard closed.
They keep winning.
And they're doing it in Game 7. We should point out, this is now going a Game 9, potentially, Johnny Boy, in the grand final. Walk me through how we got here.
I don't know why it's not working.
4-0, that's the standout result in this bracket for me.
My thing's like glitching. It is so glitchy.
We'll pretend the third place match didn't happen for KC. But in the quarters and semis, everything's close. Everything's, you know...
Hello, I don't know what's going on with my stream together. It's been so glitchy right now.
KC or Space Station were able to do that in the groups, but I think Falcons in the semis today, they look like they're on a different level.
Correction.
I was about to say, Team Falcons always have the youngest
It is a
players.
best of 7 still in the grand final, so you have 4 games to take this thing.
Best of 7 too.
Are we looking for high-scoring games, low-scoring games?
Gonna be
What
long.
is the true testament at
best
peak
of 7.
Rocket League gameplay? What do you want to see as an analyst from these players?
You know, I think I would love to see
best
that
of 7.
Falcons defense come back from their KC.
Best of 9, way too long.
The fact they held KC to basically 0 was incredible. And if that's
I know
how
we
they're
want to
playing
watch more
defense
Rocket League
with
though.
even low boost,
I
I honestly don't know if Space Station has.
Who's their best defenseman? Is there one, or is it the Twins?
Great. I loved Ruas specifically on defense. Drawley did a great job catching things that the Twins couldn't, but I loved Ruas in and around the net. Thought he played great that series.
And then, of course, if you're looking on the other side, Space Station Gaming, the huge underdog. Only 15% of the fans are cheering for them
15%.
to take down the
Hold
Falcons
up.
tonight. James,
We need to change that to 100%.
on your screen that we need to look at? Is it Diaz, or is it the blonde-headed reveal?
Well, I think the thing that makes SSG so dangerous is that it is all of them. It really is. Diaz, I think, has helped the mental side
And it's not even that bad,
team,
guys.
but all 3 of them have that ability. We even saw Reveal in the last series stepping up defensively, dodging bumps, and you know Falcons are going to be coming after him on the bumps and demos, and he was able to be a key player to make that stand and score on those counterattacks.
Yeah, it's all about keeping up with the Falcons a lot of times, so we'll see if SSG can do that.
I'm excited to see how this one goes. I have a feeling that since SSG is involved, we're going to another Game 7. All of the sweeps are under the rug. They are done for the day, so let's make it official. I need to know not only who is going to win this tournament, how many games does it take, and who is leading your MVP race right now?
I'm going to say Falcons in 6 with Ruas as my pick for the MVP.
Wow.
They've never played. This is a completely uncharted territory. These
Never
teams have
seen this
played
match
together. I mean, this is the first time ever, so I have no idea what to expect. If I had to guess on history, I'll take Falcons. I got Ruas leading as well. It's a good pick, Jack.
It's hard to go against this crowd, James.
I predicted Falcons to win this whole thing from the very beginning. I'm going to predict it now. I think it's going to go the distance, and I'm going to go with the other twin. I think it's going to be
What are you guys saying? You guys want Falcons?
And why do you
I
think
want
Killers
SSG.
is going to be their player to watch?
I mean, you just see the amount he's been able to contribute defensively, but also offensively.
I stand correct. It is going to be
SSG.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are that's we're gonna do this. SSG, you're gonna win. If Falcon wins, I'm gonna jump off a roof in GTA.
In GTA 6. Everything has led up to this. Let's run it.
Okay, montage.
A few seconds for now. Space Station Gaming coming in. This might be it.
I expect it to be that way too, right? He shot on net though.
We want the fans to blow the roof off this place.
Alright, chat. Come on. Let's prove it. Let's prove that North America can win an Esports World Cup. What? Wait, why did they show Carmen? Did I say Carmen Corp?
I just want to win.
Like what?
I mean,
production?
That's how we are. That's
production.
the level of confidence you need to have if you want to
It did.
win.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Then why are you playing at all?
Is it using the
Maybe. Yeah, dude. Everyone's their chat selling it too. Did they just say KT versus Falcon? Everyone saw that. The KC logo. They weren't even expecting SSG to win. This is how good that they're gonna sweep. They're gonna sweep this entire game. No one's expecting them to do it. I believe.
That's wild.
I'm so hyped for this. I'm so sorry. It's Rocket League. I love Rocket League.
So we have to win. Our trajectory isn't the easiest, and so far we've just taken revenge on the teams that have beaten us in the past. I don't really think about it. I just like to stay in the moment, honestly.
EWC is coping at KC underperforming.
I agree. France, this is what? Audio muted? Production.
Big countdown energy.
Alright, chat, count down with me. This is it. This is where we are going to see a North American team win the EWC. This is where history is made. They are not going to let Falcons win. Falcons may have won 2 years in a row, but this is our chance to finally come back. This is no way that Falcons can get this. They may have the youngest players, they may have the talent, but we have the stride, the pride, and the purpose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Production? What? Are we doing the countdown again? Production, what is going on? Okay, production is so tired, dude. We get the wrong logo for finals. We get the redoing of the time and the numbers. The sound and audio's off. Bro. Dude, the chat is also calling it out too.
Oh no, I'll have to deal with another 30 seconds of uptime on my stream. Oh no.
We gotta redo the clip. Okay, there they are. Now the dance is out. Now it's starting to regret. Did they put a live delay in? That's crazy. You're not gonna shut me up, guys.
I actually like that there's a little show. Space Station's actually pretty good.
This must be flicked into an air dribble demo.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Yes.
les grandes finales sont des rendez-vous qu'on anticipe très souvent, mais pas celle-ci.
Damn, Falcons is so loud. Oh, okay, that guy on the right. That guy on the right, kind of crazy.
This one is absolutely different because it feels like a collision between two stars nobody could have predicted.
And that's the beauty of Rocket League. It doesn't care about your representation. It doesn't care about your reputation. It doesn't care about expectation. It rewards those who step up and pop off when the moment arises.
Absolutely, and here at the STC Arena, we're gonna have two continents, two worlds, deux histoires, deux trajectoires, une étoile vagabonde d'un côté et une planète, l'une des plus grandes planètes de Rocket League de l'autre. But here, today, at the STC Arena, those two teams are given the exact same opportunity here.
Because great teams don't always arrive on schedule. Sometimes they arrive all at once.
And when opportunity knocks at the Esports World Cup, you don't just answer the door, Ian, don't you?
You kick the door down. Lou, should we welcome our grand finalists?
Mesdames et messieurs, tous ensemble pour nos grands finalistes.
Let's welcome the teams.
Falcons!
Falcons have spent 3 years chasing this trophy.
Space Station Gaming! They have arrived.
Alright, this is it. All the proof, nothing to
They
lose.
were ready.
One team carries every heartbreak that came before.
And the other plays like heartbreak hasn't even been invented yet.
Falcons even recruited the man who stopped them twice in Drali.
And SSG brought 3 fearless young guns who just keep refusing to bow down to the big dogs.
One side has unfinished business.
The other is writing history in real time.
It's Space Station Gaming!
It is Falcons!
Paris, this is the grand final of Rocket League at the Esports World Cup. Faites to oui!
Hey.
Okay, I'm hyped.
This is it.
Khawas, Diaz, you guys have not been giving bad words on this stage, and I know that you have respect for each other, but Khawas, can you tell me why Falcons are going to be the bigger team today?
We're going to show it in the field.
You're going to show it in the finals. Are you going to prove him wrong, and why?
We're just going to play our game and try to beat them.
Of course, the power of the American youth versus the Saudi prodigies. Mesdames et messieurs, la grande finale à l'Esports World Cup de Rocket League commence maintenant!
Well, I'm looking around me right now, an absolutely packed STC Arena, Stumpy. This is a matchup that a lot of us didn't really expect. Certainly one finalist, but SSG, what a run they've had.
SSG have absolutely set themselves on top of North America, and now they're
So this is gonna be generational, guys, and I'm gonna be real with you. So we're gonna start off with this. For starters, it's look. The people don't understand and they don't know that in Rocket League, it's not about your like previous skills or previous history. It's about that one game, and this is the true experience and expectation of esports. And when I've watched Rocket League, I've always seen there's so many people that hope for people to win and to do things and all of that now. But this is not going to be super pressured. This is going to be one of the best ways of showing that fact that it doesn't matter who has the skill or the experience per player. It is the person that scores the goal and plays the game. And this is it. Space Station Gaming can play the game. They have least amount of pressure to win. They do have fans, which is great, which is amazing. And this is the time for them to show off, to say, hey, we ain't a sleeper team, and we ain't not a sleeper region. North America's never been a sleeper region. And if anything, we've been more prideful and more together than anything else. I can't wait for them to win. They will win. This is going to be a story of the lifetime. I can't wait to see all YouTubes to talk about it. Especially like what Sunless Khan would probably talk about it. Right? That'd be cool. And also like John Sandman, who is also amazing. What is going to happen is this. They are going to live and tell a story to where everyone that doubted the team that won and then won EWC. That is where it's going to be. That's the titles for the living. I have full faith. I have full guarantee. I know they will. I know they will. From the very beginning of day one.
Win a team that was finding these upsets in online play back in Saudi Arabia, and they finally faced off here on land. You thought maybe some young guns would have pulled it off. Not quite. It's North America's young guns that are going to have their next crack at the show.
I mean, over in those groups too, I mean, you mentioned the fact that Falcons had to go through RA. Cole, is quite poetic. Then they had to also go through Twisted Minds to get to the grand final as one of their matches in the playoffs.
Yeah, as we get ready for battle here, I think one thing Falcons have done so far is banish an awful lot of demons. There's something about Esports World Cup. There's something about Drali on course to be perhaps the only three-time Esports World Cup winner.
Thank you for the follow, Asa.
We are getting going right now.
Thank you.
The kickoff.
I can't
is
wait
won
to
by
see
Falcons,
SSG
but it's gonna be a
win.
battle
This is where we're
across
going
up
to be
7
seeing
games.
it.
Worth mentioning as well for Drali, the fact that he's not only battling
No
to
ball.
be the three-time
This is ball.
back-to-back champion, he would have done it with 3 sets of teammates, something that we've looked through the archives, we don't believe has ever been done in the history of EWC across any of the games.
No, it
Where's
absolutely
Fed?
has not happened quite yet. Both of these teams trying to make history for themselves. Diaz with a shot on net.
Right.
Going to try to open
Let's go,
things up
Diaz.
here for SSG, the team
go, Diaz.
that has yet to find themselves at a final here in quite some
See,
time.
that was a touch that they couldn't read. They couldn't read that
Reveal,
second
and all
touch
these
from the
players, I think, Cole,
backup.
so far have earned
He
their
does.
flowers, but Diaz,
Let's go.
the real spearhead
Let's
of
go.
this team, when you
Let's
look
go,
towards
SSG.
MVP performance,
Let's go.
which we will be doing later today.
Yeah, he's been my MVP so far for sure. The Space Station, he's been the rising star. Can he play threes? Well, we certainly know that he can now. Going forward towards the World Championships in the RLCS. And Falcons are going to keep control here towards Drali. It's a roaring start. And that's exactly the start, Stumpy, that Space Station Gaming needed.
Yeah, and I think the SSG, you know, you talk about how
Nice
young
demo.
they are, but that doesn't mean that they're inexperienced. Zach, for goodness sake, has retired and come back again. He's done an entire life. He's got a wife and kids by all accounts.
Here they come, though. Killers puts that one downwards.
Flow.
Zach has
We're
a chance
flow
again.
state.
He
They call
is
this flow state, where everything just flows together.
By the wife and kids, apparently, as Drali comes forward from that back
Do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want
in the
here.
center.
Nice
Falcons
musty
trying
flick.
to dents
Oh,
of their
okay.
own, but Space Station dealing with them so far right now, and that's not something we've seen a lot. Look at Diaz chasing down the goalkeeper. Reveal comes forward, put into the air by Killers.
Seeing so far as well from SSG, they are
flip.
going on these
Those
counter-attacks. They've been incredibly happy
shot
to do
off
that
of
throughout
the
the entire length of the tournament. It's been quite nice to see how SSG face off against every single different opponent. We've seen that from others, but they have clearly been the most successful at that. Meanwhile, Cole, Falcons, much more of a locked-in kind of play style. They will go fast, they will be aggressive, and they will get their first goal of the grand finals.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to be able to keep a clean sheet against Falcons. They keep on coming, they work the ball side to side, and as soon as that ball is dumped by Killers,
oh my God, that was a
Drali
good
will
save.
be there.
I just didn't know where that
a man
ball
who wants
touched
to
after.
win it all yet again. It's been a long season for him, but finally he's raising to the fore.
Yeah, a lot of eyes are going to be on Drali throughout this series here. He leads at top 3 in assists for this team, so him getting involved on that front there is going to be something to expect throughout the rest of these games. Tied so far as Diaz carries his team down to the other end. A shot to be taken for SSG in the lead.
Good reply.
Diaz again, that spearhead, making sure that he goes from backboard to the reset, almost fakes out Cole his own move there, wanting to go for a Diaz, and instead completely bamboozles.
From earlier. As soon as Diaz is in the air, as he can't quite keep his headphones on, he's so excited for that one. Opponents just have to respect it. Falcons have been given the ball there from the kick. It was going to hit the back wall. Zach should be able to get this one away, but it's only as far as Drali. Falcons are very quickly realising they're not going to have this one all their own way, and that is credit to the way that SSG have been playing this tournament.
Yeah, I think the Falcons normally they can look to steamroll a lot of opponents. They did so literally about half an hour ago against Carmine Corp. They were an incredible offensive force, but then Cole, you look as well defensively. The way that Killers in particular and Roas team up on defense is second to none.
Diaz has this ball in this corner.
Here, ready?
That's not the best touch. Reveal helps him out, actually. So Diaz can at least get that ball forwards. SSG happy to get the ball away. Need to rush anything just yet. How they'd love to win this opening game, to really make a statement, not just to Falcons, to their fans as well, who continue to beat their drums to the atmosphere as Diaz tries to get that one on target. He is so involved in this, and Falcons will not like that.
It was a great attempt from him. Just manages to get found by his
Definitely
teammate.
hot, though.
We talk
That's
about
a
how
hot
many of these
win.
players get assists, and SSG there found each other so frequently. Reveal pops their high, does find Zach on the left. Who will he find in the midfield? Diaz once more, but shut down by Killers. And I was mentioning his defense, the way in which he is involved in every single play, it feels like, on his own goal line. I've been so impressed with.
SSG wins. SSG crazy.
He's been all around for this Falcons squad. He still continues to lead here in the EWC with almost 1 goal per game here. But on the flip side of things, Diaz matching him nearly toe for toe, 0.95. So SSG statistically should be a fairly even matchup.
A couple of serious sharpshooters in this
They're
lobby.
doing
Here's
so
one
good
of
on their
them.
50.
Reveal.
Honestly, they're doing so good on
Charlie
their
puts it
50.
into the corner. Ruaska runs to the middle. It's so dangerous right now for Falcons. SSG look dangerous. Every time they do come forwards, so we've seen that the break and the tech pause and everything with the third place playoff.
Nice hit.
It's
Off the
them
head.
and their
In the
momentum
corner.
too much.
Ah, okay.
Killers to the ceiling, met by Diaz.
Right,
Diaz
right.
wasn't falling for that
There,
one at all. It was fantastic speed, and Zach follows it up as well.
Their
SSG
single
have the
1v1s
edge on
are
pace right
actually,
now.
like,
Which I would not
pretty good.
expect coming into this on Falcons. They've got one of the quickest teams in
nice
this
ball.
competition. Diaz now trying to work out on their own back
Top down.
half and shut down quickly that
Reset.
halfway line
Oh,
defense.
wait,
Final
hold
50,
up.
tipped
No
right
need.
above
Ah,
the crossbar.
crossbar.
And Falcons, they need something.
Damn.
There is a goal that needs to be found, and in the midfield,
corner.
Roas
Oh,
is the one to
no.
collect.
Oh,
Roas wants to get the
no.
flip
What
reset.
a
It leads it for
fake.
Charlie.
What a
Charlie gets the
fake.
double.
Dude, he faked.
So fast.
Dude, that's
An
fake.
incredible
He
turn
faked
from
so
the
hard.
Falcons. It took a little while,
Crazy.
but it did not
What
come
a
too
fake.
late.
Look at this, between Ruas
That
and
was a
Drawley,
fake
the
of
same
a
old,
lifetime.
same old
Oh my
between the
God.
two, finding each other in the end to
That
be able
was
to
a
tie
crazy
things
fake.
here in the final 38.
Pretty
Crazy.
quick. We've got a kickoff. Falcons have come back
I'm such a
twice.
fan of the.
How can they complete the job and take the lead for the first time this series? Zach prods it to Reveal. Won't quite be enough, and Charlie's getting more involved. Something that's the last thing that SSG want.
It's going to be frustrating
Come
as
on.
well.
Okay.
Falcons, of
Don't
course, they
lose
had
the
that
ball.
incredible
Don't
comeback
lose your head
against
on the
Twisted
game.
Minds, but Twisted
Oh.
Minds, that was more on them. A long shot does go on target, but shut down quickly by Roas.
Ruas tries to take out a couple of players. Can only get one of them, and
Hey.
Charlie's a little bit awkward right now for Falcons.
Nice.
Trying to get it out of their own corner, but it should be safe. Zach tries to change that. It's SSG pushing all the way to the end of game number 1. Diaz tries to get in the center. Charlie plays Charles Reveal. Saved by Killers.
Brilliant opportunity. Does end up still being a threat to the ceiling. Wonderful pass, but no one's going
Overtime.
to be there.
No,
Instead
overtime.
cleared long.
Good,
And I
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you
yeah.
what,
Overtime,
ladies and
overtime.
gentlemen, what else but overtime?
Had to come this far. SSG have played really well in game number 1, but that could be snatched away in a second, especially if they lose the kickoff. Who's coming in? It's Charlie. His shooting's been fantastic so far today.
Okay.
Not quite that time.
Yes,
Does
get
keep the
up.
attack going though.
Popped a little bit too far
Oh,
wide, but
he has so
Roas
much
now.
boost.
there
He has
to
so much
receive
boost.
reset
He has
round
so
one.
much
Will be the
boost.
second
He has so much
touch
boost.
on the
Oh,
level
what a
further.
save.
You see the boost totals now low for SSG.
Yeah, they'll have to deal with this
Okay.
threat from Falcons. Been doing this all day long, sweeping that
my.
ball, playing it
Good.
laterally, but that's a huge clearance
Diaz.
hit from Zach.
No, Diaz. It's okay, dude. You're
This
just
game
out.
starts to
Dude,
find
they're
its
out.
real
They're
footing.
boost starting in
Popped
this
up
game
high
so much.
from Killers.
Dude, they have
One
so much
chance to
boost.
reset.
They
Instead
have
it
so
goes
much
to the
boost.
second touches.
No,
and
they
the
have so much
bottom
boost.
corner
They have so much boost.
is the one.
That's all it was.
Charlie,
It was just boost.
a
That's okay.
dagger through SSG's
Optimus
plot
Prime.
armor.
This is the player to watch here in the finals.
Dude, they are trying so hard with no boost.
The one in
But when
contention
your
for
boost
good
starts, what can you do?
conversation.
I think
Three
what they
different
could
teams,
really do
three
is they could've
different
just waited. They
rosters
waited,
in
that's a couple
well
more
on his way to
minutes.
attempting
They
a
got
third title here at EWC.
a little
6
bit
different
more
teammates as well. He has
savvy
been the
with what they're
guy.
doing. They're not
618
committing
points, a
but they
hat
are
trick,
trying to play
everything going
something
through Drawley
kinda
there.
crazy,
Yeah,
which is-
Drawley truly for me is the one that I've been excited to see. He's
Okay,
just as
not gonna be a
consistent
sweep,
here
not gonna be a sweep,
in
guys,
this
not
game
gonna be
number
a
1
sweep.
for the Falcons.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab
Like I
you.
said, number 3
I'll be
in
back.
assists per game, sitting at about 0.89 overall at EWC so far. It continues on here in this game number 1. I will say, a close game between the two, not unexpected for those of you watching from home. Both of these teams have had fairly close games throughout their entire brackets to get here. The difference being that the Falcons have had a fairly aggressive game to get to this point, but SSG's found a way to slow them down.
And you talk about the aggression in the end that the Falcons ended up really pushing for. It's got to be frustrating mentally for SSG, thinking, we've done it, we've done all the work. You get down to the brass tacks of it all, and Falcons will just continue pushing. And as I said, everything going through Drawley. An amazing performance just as we head towards Forbidden Temple.
Game 2 loads up, and SSG will be well aware that they've lost a big opportunity to at least dent That Falcons did it was plot armor, and it's turning into exactly that, unbeaten so far today in the semi-finals against Karmine Corp.
Now I can tell you exactly what that plot armor is. Game number 1, Drolly shooting 75% on everything he put towards net, so we'll see if that continues here in game 2.
Drolly looking like an MVP yet again at the Esports World Cup, just to keep doing what he's been doing. Achievement that could be if he could win 3 times in a row, but SSG again have got decent control of the ball from the kickoff here in game 2 on Forbidden Temple. Zach pushes this one to the back wall. Remember, SSG will keep on fighting all the way. The games go all the way, so many. As Charlie pushes that one forward, as Diaz again takes control of it. And SSG are really reading the pace of Falcons well so far this game.
I think it's remarkable how well they've really adapted to this kind of level of opponent too. They couldn't take that first game, but it felt like they should have done. Shot on target, Charlie again, but had to go through the final defender. And Zach historically has been the player on SSG that I think has really impressed me a lot when you look to the earlier series in this tournament. He is going to need to show up here in the grand finals, but the inexperience could maybe be a killer. Unfortunately for SSG, who plays on the other side.
Zach catches this one in the corner. He goes to the ceiling himself. Reveal tries to help it on its way and does. Killers is able to take a touch. That killer that you mentioned, Stumpy, underneath Diaz. Charlie's coming in, but see some pressure again from SSG. They're dealing with the threat from Falcons very well so far in game 2, but that can change so quick when you're up against Ruas, when you're up against Charlie. He's got a Pronogo, he hits the crossbar somehow. It remains 0-0.
Ends up jumping for it, maybe rushes his chance, but low on boost. He felt he just had to get there as soon as he could. Don't hate the decision, but the execution was not the one.
Yeah, he should have, I think, scored that, but we'll see from the replays. I'll keep on going. Reveal doinks that one above his own goal. Zach watches Drali. He's thought about going into that ball, but decided against it in the end. He's going to have to keep coming forwards. Wants to get a final touch. Instead, it's a fake. Diaz is a little bit awkward, but Zach helps him out.
A couple more opportunities really starting to find themselves here for the Falcons. SSG struggling to get out of their own blue half. One chance towards the right-hand wall. Diaz wanted to try and fake out Ruas. They play so fast that Falcons are ultimately fakeable, but the amount of plays that they go for where the second man comes in instead is even more impressive.
As we go over the top, Reveal there, booms that one away. It's more pressure for Falcons. Can he get this touch? Drali gets it on target again. Killers is coming in, tries to bundle it home. It's not there again. Ruas just past the post, so close.
So many opportunities as Falcons, they just can't squeeze any of them home. More shots falling their way. Drali, the only man up to this, and a bump is successful on the goal line, keeps the keeper away, and puts Falcons in the lead.
Clean and beautiful effort from this. Look at this. It starts out with the demo. You see the bomb, Drali taking the shot. It's all calculated from this Falcons roster to be able to find themselves in that other half and make the space.
Halfway through the game, and that's Falcons with a lead. They did not get this luxury in that first one, yet they still managed to take it.
Oh, a huge pinch there from Killers. Gets it all the way back to the SSG half, and this is what Falcons do. They keep making you think you've got a chance to score, but it wasn't just their attacking against Casey earlier, it's their defending on the goal line. Always so good, always so positive as Zach gets a touch into the corner. Killers fakes him out completely and then wraps around to get that touch as well. If the ceiling pinch is completed, this could be brilliance here from Killers. Almost gets it over the top, and it's more danger from Falcons.
He's had some MVP shouts himself. Jorby, in fact, in the green room was shouting at me, saying, how dare you vote for Drali? Killers deserves his flowers, and truly, I could not agree more, and he may well prove it here against Reveal. He gets 150, and Ruas sees that top right corner, but couldn't sink the ball there. A lot of boost in favour of Falcons, and really not much on the side of Space Station Gaming.
Yeah, Ruas was taken out there, and that made that attack come to nothing. Zach's waiting. He's got 100 boost. Maybe he's faking that he's got none because Diaz forces. Zach onto the back wall. If he can get a decent first touch, there could be some danger here for Falcons, but again, Zach can't really do too much with it. So Reveal has to take a turn. Not much time left in this one, Stumpy, but this could be a moment for Diaz. End-to-end, it's Diaz! This is what he does!
He does it again! Game 1,
Whoa,
he was necessary. Game 2, he is the man for SSG, and it is that flip reset to beat the final that sinks it past Falcons.
If you do not have your eyes on this kid, you are absolutely blind to what the SSG style is. This kid is who they've been playing around currently, and it is worth it. Absolutely, this team working together to push them forward. Same can be said on the other end, though. Ruas has the ball here, plays it out into the corner. A shot from Drali off the crossbar. The follow comes in.
Killers, the response is almost immediate via the medium of Ruas and Drali. and a little bit of help from the post. He can just dive ahead of the final SSG guy. Falcons, another late lead.
SSG have been scoring, but once again they find themselves rushing to the finish line. Falcons dragging them every step of the way. Ruas tries to make it even better. He's got the reach, surely it's just above, but Killers ain't gonna miss that. Falcons pulling away.
With that assist right there, he also becomes the all-time leading scorer in assist at the 2026 and overall EWC.
It's looking really good for Falcons right about now. Their fans are continuing this party atmosphere. SSG have to get something going. Diaz looks their most likely, but Drali's meeting him in the air and will steal that boost as well.
And it really has been an incredible performance from the Falcons. Nothing can shake them. They sit on their perch, their claws wrapped around the trunk, and they make sure that they are the team that everybody aspires to be.
Zach whips around this one. He has to get something going soon for SSG. He tries to get it over the top. It's almost a bump on the goal line. 40 seconds left. Diaz, he waits. Ruas onto that back wall. Great catch by Reveal. SSG, they're taking their time, Stumpy, too much. They have to get things going immediately.
However, Falcons, they've got different ideas, want to make sure that they can secure, and the next goal, Reveal up for the double, but Ruas with just about enough boost, and what a catch, and then flick to the backboard, caught by his twin, and then the counter-attack is almost immediate, and as we get to the final 15 seconds, they are still doing skybound acrobatics.
It's just enough for Falcons right now to send that ball high, to keep it away from SSG like a ball on a string, and that is exactly what they are doing. Space Station attempt one more attack, but it is not gonna happen. The plot armor is growing. It is becoming too powerful for anything to pierce. 2-0 in the series to Falcons and playing supremely well.
And truly unshakable. With SSG taking their time out, they will need a couple of minutes just to think about this one. Expert has got a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about in this series for SSG. Falcons, I mean, most eyes were drawn to the fact that Jolly has done such an incredible job, not only throughout the group stage and the playoff bracket, but now eyes return back onto the Twins. This game alone, Ruas and Kaliers both move themselves up on the leaderboard here at EWC. Ruas now sitting with 56 overall on assists. Kaliers with his goals, the 2 goals to his name in this series, Stumpy, he moves on to the all-time leading scorer.
Crazy.
So you guys talk about plot armor.
Yeah.
All 3 members of this team look like they have an all-star aura on themselves.
And they just keep climbing up those rankings. They find themselves more skyward. Drali knows what that feeling is to lift the EWC trophy. He wants to share that with the Twins on his team. And taking the boys out of Saudi Arabia does not mean that they are going to be any less supported. The amount of noise directly behind us from the Falcon fans is immense. I truly hope there's a microphone in the middle of that cacophony, because it's making it hard for us to hear. If you think we're shouting everybody, all of this sound is bleeding into your ears.
I promise this is us attempting a normal talking voice. But yeah, this is a very loud and exciting matchup on both ends of the field. I do want to hand some flowers, though, to this SSG squad. Just being here in this final is such a big deal, not only for these players, but for the organization themselves. The last time they found themselves in a final was way back in 21-22 at the Winter Major in LA. I don't know if you can even remember back then, but back when Arsenal, Reynolds, and Daniel were on the team at this point.
Oh, dream team.
The dream team. At this point in time, by the way, 2 of them are retired. Daniel, nowhere to be seen. And right now, SSG gives North America all the hope that they can find here at EWC.
And you'd think that the space station can fly higher than the Falcons, and yet 2-0. Only 2 games into this series, and it has been an incredible turnaround. Falcons, they are well on their way to the Twins' first EWC championship.
Falcons have been playing Rocket League for another stratosphere so far this tournament. After that tough season, Zach, he gets a pinch straight away into the ceiling. Ruas follows suit, gets to the ceiling himself, turns it into a flip reset that was met quickly. One thing I was saying at the start of this series, Stumpy, was that Space Station were dealing with the Falcons' speed. Would you say that's still the case a couple of games in?
Yeah, I think that to an extent we're seeing the Falcons just sort of overwhelm SSG every now and then. Normally when you look at North America, they are a slower region compared to Falcons. And SSG, it must be just a few Unreal units between them because they play exceptionally fast. A rare error between Drali and Killers. Will we see SSG be able to capitalize on that? Great pop out from Diaz, and yet a diving return.
Another block there from Diaz. Or on Diaz, should I say. He's got 100 boost in the tank again. Reveal leaves it for him. Love the idea that Killers reads it. Falcons have read these sorts of plays over and over again so far. Diaz tries to bump out Ruas. Reveal there, wants to get the pass in the center. Zach's trying to get something going, but again, Falcons able to suppress any attack. 50-50 is perfect.
It's been quite an extended period of pressure here for SSG as well. Somewhat rare, all three of them sitting briefly on 100 boost. They have otherwise been starved in this series. So will this be the difference maker? Diaz again going for a triple tap in the air. And the air dribble has been successful, this time just lacking that flip reset that has been the killer moment.
Drali waits in his own corner. Zach reads it. Killers slows down. Falcons never afraid to slow the ball down just for a split second before striking. There's a fake there again from SSG, which Ruas reads. He won't be falling for that trick. Killers wants to get his catch as that one goes around the world. Drali has no one to pass to in the center, but it looks like he'll get some boost for his troubles. No, instead he puts the ball into the corner, so Diaz can get that one. Killers onto the back wall, wants to follow this one up, should be able to follow this one up, does exactly that!
This is your all-time EWC leading scorer, and he's showing you why. Look at this double off the backboard. All the time in the space in the world that he wanted has been given. The Falcons take their lead, and my goodness, it is in a dominating fashion every single time these two have faced off in this series. The Falcons 10% better than the last, but SSG trying to show them what they're made of.
There's another attack there. Diaz tries to get the early equalizer, isn't quite able to. Ruas booms it long. That's good enough for Falcons yet again. Keeping that string away from SSG. Zach does come away with the ball. Killers is there. That's an awkward touch there into the center. If a Falcons player had read that, it could have been more danger. Reveal tries to dance with it, and I'm going to be doing that as Ruas approaching.
Falcons, they're going to be building up this pressure currently on a 9-game win streak. This would be 10 if they can take it, stretching all the way from the quarterfinal to now. Gone unbeaten since that 3-game win streak against Twisted Minds. One popped high from Diaz. A reset central, that has been the difference maker, is almost found by Reveal. And we're seeing SSG begin to come online, and you just hope that it's not too late.
Killers is given the ball by Ruas. The Twinigy still alive and well after all these years. An incredible story in esports. Drali. That wall, he's going to not be able to do too much with it. Ruas is coming in, gets the challenge towards the left, where Killers is approaching yet again. Falcons just keep on coming. That conveyor belt alive and well. It comes to Drali in the end. They make it look simple.
And I feel like from our perspective, you can see the plan here from Killers. He bounced it on the side of his car for the entirety of the wall around the corner. You just know the jump is coming. You know the pass is on, and Drali is there, ready to poach.
That's what's made the Falcons so different from this SSG squad so far, is how well they connect on these plays up close. Drali denied a chance to shoot, though. One of the better moments for SSG defensively. Ruas off the backboard here into the corner pocket.
One for him now as Killers lofts it high with Zach having to respond nicely. 100 seconds, Cole, for SSG really need to be thinking. And bear in mind, this is right after they take the timeout.
Killers gets the flip reset from the back wall. He wants to get the bump as well against Reveal. Reveal is at least able to get that one to the side, but Ruas once again reading it perfectly. Gets that ball, booms it back above his goal. Killers, perfect catch. Everything's going so well for Falcons right now, but that's a better clearance right there. Wants to do a little bit of work. Can't quite do it just yet. Can Reveal squeeze it through, but there's just always one more Falcon.
And I think also, not necessarily playing a tidy game, but they're playing such an effective game. Next player to this, though, will be, oh my goodness, well, Diaz could get the bump. Becomes a lot harder if you're playing 2v3, but I think Falcons would take it.
Reveal has to get this one to the side. Lovely pre-jump there from Zach. Gets the catch via the ceiling. Wants to get the dunk as well, but again, he's able to get that challenge.
I'm disappointed right now.
Ruas, he tries to
what is going on?
It won't be enough to score a goal, but
what is going on? Why is Falcon dominating? Is it because I left? Because I have to stay here? We have 46 seconds in. Oh my gosh, why is it a 3-0?
The Killers sees the top right corner completely unattended and reckons he can slot the ball perfectly home.
Something I do want to point out on this play too, Zach being left on the back end with nothing in the tank is such a rarity. Finally, Falcons have figured out what to do to slow SSG down in a way that no other team has been able to do. That is take the boost away, and SSG has not been able to find an answer.
I saw that in round one. I saw that in the first game.
For SSG to even get chance. Could be one now, but yet again met at source by Falcons. Every infield pass being read. Every chance to put the ball to a teammate is being blocked at source. And Falcon, Stumpy, easing themselves to a 3-0 lead in this series. Can anything go SSG's way today?
So far, it just looks like there may well be levels to this game, and the Falcons are on another one entirely. As the final 10 seconds ticks down, it will not be enough. The time is not there.
How do we feel about our reverse sweep?
No.
What's your favorite stat? Crown and Jewels. How long was that?
Crown and Jewels had like 4 seconds on that. They scored 2 goals. This was in 2015.
Let's see, there's more kickoff plays now. I believe, okay, I believe. Come on, SSG. Give us something. Give us a series. Just one more goal stick with us. Nah, Charlie's won it still in a few seconds. So as he was saying, game is done, even though that goal went in.
Yeah, that's that one done. And it will in fact be the other end.
Even better.
Charlie adds one more to the stockpile. As Falcons, they go 3-0 up in this series, and it really cannot be understated, Herg, how incredible this is from Charlie. If they can do it from this position with 4 match points, if he can win with 6 different teammates back to back to back.
Not only is Drawley trying to make overall.
Okay, this is where they come back. Don't worry, guys, they're getting good. They're gonna come back. SSG got this.
Rocket League history in the making. This puts him at the forefront of the GOAT conversation. This puts the Twins at the forefront of EWC, you know, kings in the making, right? These 3 players have not only collected accolade after accolade, right? They are now looking to try and do it in a way that has never been done before, a full-on sweep.
And it would be truly incredible if they can do it as well, not on home soil. They've done it once before at RLCS Major over in Boston. They've done it for FIFA E with a different teammate entirely. But this would be something different, being able to take down EWC and the Falcons. They are looking to write their name in this history book, and there is a lot of money on the line as well. When you look towards the club championship, this gives you a healthy dose of points. They sit near the top. Can they get it done in 4? Will SSG have a response?
We really, really hope so. For the sake of this series, there's a lot of fans here who want to see Falcons win it, but I know there's a lot of people watching on at home, in North America and around the world. Would love to see Diaz reveal and Zach put a dent on the Falcons. They've certainly got the ability. Do they have that belief?
And the belief at this point is going to be what is make or break for SSG. It's going to be really hard. As that one player manages to get back and is then removed from the picture. We've really not seen that much physicality out of SSG. They are giving Falcons, I think, a lot of grace on the ball. They're being outsped a lot of the time. Can they even catch up to them to get the demos required?
Diaz has the ball, he gets it to the side, wants to turn it into a pinch, but instead
makes it play.
But it's a little bit loose, and
we've
seen throughout from SSG. They've had these chances, made the perfect pass, and that's what you have to do against Falcons. Reveal, so try and do it again. 50-50s of killers, it goes well for Zach. Zach, does he leave this one? Does he have the angle to turn it into a pass? He tries to get it into a quick reset and gets something of a floor pinch, but once again, Falcons show so much patience when they can, they just wait.
His first minute gone without incident so far, but it's not necessarily been the immediate goals. We've not seen the kickoff goals in this series so far, and SSG, I believe, are the team that have either had those sweeps go for them, or they have been swept.
Yeah, it's very one or the other with this
team. Come on, not the crossbar!
It's just one above the other. Even though they got the open net, these shots are wide, and that's just a testament to what's been going on throughout the series.
Huge save that was from Falcons. Somehow they got themselves on. I'm not sure which player it was, but one of them, for all the world, it seemed like we were about to see a goal from SSG. A rare lead in this series from SSG. Might have been their first. Charlie tries to put more nails in the coffin. Kills into the corner. Ruas is there. Falcons, how long will it take them to get this chance?
More opportunities really starting to rise here for the Falcons, as I will say SSG. A lot of the momentum, and out of nowhere, the defender leaves the net, and the Falcons strike again.
Listen, things can get a little bit shiny if you're an SSG fan right now, seeing them on the other end for so much time, but the Falcons still are leading this team as every game has gone on. just absolutely overshines them in their shooting percentage. SSG, though, trying to make up for it here in this match point, game 4.
Reveal, lovely attempt there to the flip reset. Killers gets it as far as he can. Diaz waiting for it. Nice play there from Diaz. This is good from SSG. This is what we need to see from them. Reveal waits. Reveal actually uses slight hesitation from Falcons for once, and it was almost there.
Again, this pressure from SSG, it's led to naught so far. Zach dives in for the blind spot, but in the end, the Falcons defense don't really care too much. Roas, who does he spot central?
That's all you need. It's just one win.
If
they get
shadow.
1 round match
Charlie,
win,
one up high,
then
a little bit of space. That's not what SSG need to be giving Falcons at the moment. They earn a little bit of their own. One chance for a ground pinch instead, just sort of limps towards the orange side.
Roas gets it as far as Reveal. Every time SSG come forward, it always seems there's 3 Falcons there in front of them with full boost. Able to block with comfort, with ease. Charlie, he's got full boost on the other end. It's going to hit the post. And Diaz can doink it to safety. Reveal's already up against Killers. Killers with the touch to the ceiling. Diaz there. It's just not quite happening for SSG.
Rotate.
Oh,
that's so far.
In the end, suddenly they get one chance and they score.
That so far has been their story as well. Nothing quite going their way. And again, that bounce landing so perfectly. And if there's one play you don't want to be seeing coming your way with the ball on their hood, it is Drali. 2-0 for Falcons after 3-0 in the series. Is it just written in the stars?
The procession is reaching its final destination. SSG barely stand a chance. Killers completes the job nearly.
That's 3, and it is becoming a dark, dark night for Space Station Gaming. Another chance where their net was left empty. It was vacant and vacuous, like the space their station has been found in. And as the Falcons have 2 more minutes, there will be opportunities. That has not been Space Station's issue.
Play harder than ever.
To break through the defense.
Harder than ever.
It's looking like an impossible job right now. Diaz wants to get it done. Here comes Reveal, and even
harder than ever.
Even now!
You need all
there was
3.
no boost
You need
left
all
for
3.
Falcons. They counter.
You need all 3.
Ruiz gets
you
it
need all
forward.
3.
Charlie's in his way.
Come on.
There is still chance here for Space Station to
Come
make something
on.
from this one. But again,
Play
the final
it.
ball isn't there. The belief completely sapped.
It's just a shame in the end for SSG that Killers was in the way. Reveal goes high, almost finds Diaz, but Rice in the way again. Charlie does in front of Reveal, one chance for a save. Killers does end up taking it. An opportunity. Roas, backboard. Killers, another devastating clear.
Reveal.
Going to have to wait here. The bounce is awkward. Just one little moment.
Come on, Reveal.
Space Station Gaming. It goes to the side.
Zach. Come on.
Diaz waiting for it.
Diaz.
Has to make it happen.
Reveal.
Has to make it happen. Now does
Reveal.
Shoots,
Zach.
but again, the
Zach.
there's
Don't
no
stop.
boost for
Don't
Falcons.
stop.
It doesn't matter.
Is there anything that can go SSG's way? Only 60 seconds left to count down.
Come on, Reveal. Come on, Reveal.
Any of these chances have to be taken, and Falcons will not let them go easily.
Reveal booms it. It has to be so much
Come on,
more
Zach.
because Drali's going to boom
Zach,
it right back
go.
at you. Killer's waiting for Zach's clearance, so instead he has to passively play it into his own corner where Killers is awaiting to gobble it up. Ruiz, does he get the spice of it? Nearly, but Reveal saves.
I'll tell you what, the defense from SSG has not been bad in
Go.
this series
Reveal.
necessarily.
Yes.
It's just the offense from Falcons has been absolutely something else.
Zach.
Final 30.
Reveal.
Chance
Nice.
off the rip.
No.
Reveal is
Okay,
shut
guys.
down by
Okay.
Charlie
Keep going.
again.
Keep going.
And that may well be it. With 25 left, there's no
Come on.
chance now for SSG.
on.
They've given it
Come
their
on.
all.
Bangers.
The first North American
Bangers.
team to make a grand finals in an international event this season. But it looks like it was never going to be enough. There's something about the Falcons today that they just seem different. This was the team that was put together to win events like this. This was the squad that was designed to dominate all of the Rocket League world. And this is your Esports World Cup 2026 champions.
3 separate EWCs on 3 different teams, but once again, the Falcons have managed to do it. Champions here in 2026. It took bringing on the player that had defeated them so many times before
Yeah, I think Falcons
to figure out what it takes to be on top.
3 different teams, 3 different chances. Drali has taken them all and has elevated Roas and Khaliz to a different level entirely. The Falcons fly high, and it is remarkable to see.
You can see their fans there absolutely swamping the stage. This is what they've flown out here from Saudi Arabia to see. They fully believed in their Falcons hero. and they've been rewarded. Falcons are your winners.
Congratulations to the Falcons flying over Paris with your wings wide open. Congratulations, guys. Before the trophy, I'm going to welcome you to the key crush all together with that massive win. Who is going to do it? Is it going to be the back-to-back, or is it going to be the coach? Breaking the last key in Paris, the SSG key. Falcons are just too good. Club championship points bounded. And another trophy. It is the moment, you guys. Mabruk to all of you. Congratulations. You're gonna go and lift the trophy. Make sure to put your key inside. Put your key inside the trophy before lifting it. It's your moment.
This is it. What a moment this is. Ladies and gentlemen, your Rocket League and the Esports World Cup 2026 champions. It's Falcons!
Mesdames et messieurs, vos champions Rocket League à l'EWC sont Falcons! Congratulations. What an amazing time to celebrate all together, Drali. I wanted to ask you in English, in French, in Arabic, whatever you want. This is the back for you on this stage at the EWC. So can you tell me what it means to you to win this trophy 3 times in a row with 3 different teams and especially with Falcons? Pourquoi c'est spécial pour toi de gagner ce trophée 3 fois d'affilée avec 3 équipes différentes et cette fois-ci avec Falcons?
It means a lot to me to have done such a thing in such a legendary tournament. Honestly, I couldn't be happier about it, not just for myself, but also for my teammates and Falcons. And yeah, words can't explain how happy I am about this.
And I think you can be very proud of yourself, mesdames et messieurs. Est-ce qu'on peut applaudir Drali, s'il vous plaît? One of Rocket League's legends. Donc ouais, je suis extrêmement fière. Ça représente énormément pour moi d'avoir gagné ce trophée. En plus, avec mes coéquipiers ici, j'ai du mal à décrire ce que c'est évidemment comme feeling, mais c'est amazing. Ian, you have some news.
What an achievement. I'm standing by Ruawas right now. I've got to ask you, everybody talks about the chemistry between you and Killers, of course. What does your brother give you on this stage that no other teammate ever could?
طبعا انت في يعني انت واخوك لما تلعبوا في كيمستري قوي بينكم، ايش الشيء المميز لما تلعب مع اخوك ما حد ثاني يقدر يعطيك قوه؟
والله اللي اقدر اقوله شكرا لابو داحم، هو اللي ما قصر وتعب معنا طول السنه، والحمد لله اشتغلنا احنا كلاعبين، السنه كانت صعبه علينا، والحمد لله الحمد لله جت النتيجه، هذا اقل شيء نقدم الجمهور ما شاء الله عليهم.
I'm obviously very thankful for my brother, and I appreciate him the most. And he's pulled through. So we had such a hard year, and this is what we want to give to our fans as well. And we're very thankful to God as well.
Forcément, c'est ce qu'on a envie de donner aux fans. Et je suis extrêmement reconnaissant d'avoir gagné ce titre avec mon frère. Talking about a brother. Killers, I'm coming to you. How did you manage to keep trusting the process? Even though you missed the Paris Major, some people started doubting. How did you keep trusting yourselves and your teammates to be back here at the top of the Rocket League world?
كانت سنة صعبة لكم، فكيف انتوا ايش الشيء اللي اداكم الثقة والشغف انكم تكملوا وتوصلوا هذا المستوى في السنة؟
لأن واثق ان معي رجال من اول ان بعد عدم تأهلنا لباريس، وكنت واثق وكنا قاعدين نتدرب اكثر، عارف ان في امكانيات، في رجال يقدرون يأدون ويجتهدون، والحمد لله فخور جدا بالعيال، وهذا اقل شيء نقدمه للجمهور.
because I had confidence. These are basically soldiers. When we didn't qualify to Paris, we practiced more and more. And it is through the hands of these soldiers that we came here, and I appreciate them.
Of course, the grind never stops, and the grind paid, of course, Killers. Once again, Mabrok, congratulations for this big achievement. Donc ouais, comment est-ce que vous êtes revenu après avoir raté le Major de Paris? Comment t'as continué de trust le process? Et bien tout simplement, c'est mes gars, c'est mes soldats avec moi. Quand on n'a pas réussi à se qualifier à Paris, on est retourné dans la salle du temps, on a continué de travailler, et c'est comme ça qu'on est de retour.
Charlie, the legend himself, 3-time winner. I've got another big question for you here. It's one of the brutal sides of the Esports World Cup. You get to choose which crush keys of teams you've beaten go inside of your trophy. Which is the first team that you select here?
Twisted Minds. They're our rivals, and they've gone the best of us, so I have to choose them.
Okay, so Twisted Minds is the first crush key to go inside of the trophy here, and you can see over at the totem right now, that is happening as we speak. What about the second key?
Give me Gentlemates.
Gentlemates. Why do you want Gentlemates?
Because they beat us last time we played them.
Good choice, good choice. Revenge is sweet here at the Esports World Cup. That is 2, so there's 1 more to go. Who is the final key?
KC.
KC, okay, any reason?
Well, I love them.
Good choice, man. Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Lou. La dernière, c'est la clé de cassé. Il a dit je vous aime. La clé Gentlemate également est celle de Twisted Minds. And is there a suspense for this? For the Sony MVP here at the STC Arena. Rewas and Tal MVP. Mabro, congratulations. Rewas, you are the MVP of Rocket League at the Esports World Cup 2026. Rewas, once again, congratulations. I'm only saying this, but how special is it for you to win this title representing your region and as the best player representing your country, Saudi Arabia?
في إحساسك وكيف فخرك إنه أنت تمثل منطقة مينا ومنطقة السعودية.
الحمد لله هذا توفيق من الله ثم دعم الشباب لهم ما قصروا معي كلهم. شكرا لجمهورنا العظيم. هذا أقل شيء نقدر نقدمه لكم وهذه محطة ما هي بالنهاية وإن شاء الله بنافضل إلى أفضل بإذن الله.
First of all, we say thank God, alhamdulillah, and then after that, we thank our precious crowd, and we will tell them that this is the least we can do for you, and this is not going to be the end of our journey.
This is not going to be the end of your journey. It's crazy, and I'm looking forward to what's next. Ce n'est pas la fin de notre voyage. Ce trophée, il veut dire beaucoup pour moi, mais c'est le minimum que je pouvais faire pour un public incroyable. Rewas, amazing job by the Falcons.
Yeah, and it's not your end of the journey here yet either. Falcons, you need to make your way to the totem for one last part of the ceremony. And Falcons fans, follow your team to the totem. Your time has come, gentlemen. Make your way off stage here and begin your journey to the totem. And I want everyone here in Paris,
and plus,
one more time.
This might be my last time streaming together with you guys for the entire week.
Unstoppable. Lou, let's make some noise one more time for our Rocket League at the Esports World Cup 2026 champions. It's Falcons!
I got Counter-Strike still, and then Fortnite.
What a way to finish the job. The Falcons sending SSG packing with the silver medal as they lock in the lion's share of $1 million. And for that man closest to the camera, Drawley, his third EWC trophy in a row. This time, he does it for MS Asari and all the Falcons fans around the world. We welcome in Johnny Boy Achieves and James Bott to break down everything we witnessed. I want to start with you, Johnny Boy. Just how big of a victory and how big of a statement is it from Drawley on the three-peat and that young man walking away with the MVP.
Crazy. I mean, to win 3 in a row with totally different lineups, that's unheard of in esports, unheard of in Rocket League. So congratulations to Drawley, proving everybody wrong. I'm looking forward to see if he tweets something about that later on. He might have something cooked up for you guys. But Rewas, I think, deserves the MVP. Khalir's has had a couple in the past. I think Drawley has also, so it's great to see Rewas getting the MVP in such a star-studded, balanced lineup.
And James Bott, as we saw with this win, they scored another 250 points. That will put them at 4,400, the top of the club championship rankings right now. If they hold that, that is another $7 million paycheck headed to the Falcons.
I'll keep it short and sweet. This is why they brought in Drawley.
Counter-Strike final.
Yeah, Counter-Strike finals. Is that the only day you're gonna be there?
Oh no, I'm going to be there for the entire week, but that's the special ticket I'm getting. Well, I could be in there almost anywhere because the badge that I'm getting is a media badge, and then I got an all-expense paid trip, so it's paid for by not by EWC, by G2 Esports.
By G2. Wow.
Yeah.
Falcons! Congratulations, guys!
I'm
on a massive win.
I'm gonna miss streaming with you guys, though.
Final. Please,
that's okay.
take the middle.
Go have fun in Paris,
to your fans
I've been
along the way.
streaming for.
Just give us a shout out.
What a performance!
Hell yeah!
Shout me out! Shout me out!
Of course I will. I've been going for like I've been streaming for 6 weeks straight of EWC. This is gonna be the most intense week for me to stream because I'm going to try to remotely stream.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Bring it in! Bring it in! Bring it in! Keep it here, boys. Once again, you do it. Now, please take your frame, ascend the totem, insert it into the totem for the second time. Back-to-back championship at the Esports World Cup
a few years ago.
Ah,
yeah.
And you said it was big.
In Paris? Yeah, TwitchCon Paris 2023.
Yes.
It happened at this expo venue that Esports World Cup.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I've been like, yeah, I've been there.
That's so cool.
They're not gonna go very high on this, but you know, another game done.
I was invited to the Cons Lions Festival of Creativity last month.
Here we go, y'all. They don't even need to go up.
I forgot to update my password.
Third EWC. This is gonna be a
GG's.
I'm gonna go on that stage and I'm gonna give it a recording, guys.
Crossfire, Fortnite, Trackmania, and Counter-Strike are the last.
4 more games,
Such
guys.
a young,
4 more games.
talented roster, and we know this is not the end. Achieves. What will you remember from the Falcons?
The defense, baby. Got to love the defense. They held the grand finals to like what? 2 goals? Incredible.
Congrats,
Incredible
Team Falcons.
run
Congrats.
at EWC.
Congrats.
For Drawley, his third.
I
For the
missed
Twins, their first.
Rainbow
For the
Six
Super
one,
Team.
so
Just
this is
beginning. And everyone knows there's another Worlds in front of them. James, as you look at this squad and think about their future, how do you get better from here? A clean sweep over SSG. They didn't even put SSG in their trophy. They chose all the other big dogs in the fight.
I think, Chris, you just have to take a moment and appreciate what this means. You don't even think about tomorrow at this point. You are just thankful for today.
All right, Team Falcons.
Team Falcons, they've fallen at the hands of
redirected. The redirection of teams to
Esports World Cup before this, but this time they joined forces with Drawley.
No, they didn't even choose them on their
title.
Team their
And you
trophy.
can see what
But
it
that's
means to
fine.
the players. And this is a legacy match,
I
a
don't think
legacy
they
tournament
would've
for
from
Drawley.
the
And Team
beginning.
Falcons have been given something that they will cherish forever.
Yeah, 8-0 on the day as well. I mean, just dominant on Champ Sunday against KC. The seed 1 coming in from EU, SSG, NA's number 1 seed. Falcons on a different level today. Mina on top, and like you said, is that disrespectful not putting SSG in the trophy? Maybe I think SSG might take that
he's
personally.
not shutting him out. Don't shut him out.
I think maybe the choices were a bit personal.
There you go.
And you
Keep
know
the
that Drawley
keep the
has
cups out.
history
Keep the
with
cups
all
out.
of the trophies,
the
all
pocket.
the
Thank you,
keys
John.
that he decided
Johnny
to
Boy
clutch and
asking.
put in the base.
Gentlemen, on behalf of everyone behind the scenes, for everyone working on a
Thank
camera,
you, Johnny Boy.
lighting,
Johnny Boy
pressing
asking the real
buttons, thank you
question.
all
Must
for
be
tuning
being
into the
there
Esports
too.
World Cup 2026. Congratulations to our champions of Rocket League, Team Falcons. We leave you with the SGC recap of the day and a brand new episode of the EWC Spotlight.
All right, y'all. GG's. You have fun in Paris. I will catch y'all. I'll probably be posting it in a few days. Yeah.
Hi, Smirky. Everyone follow Smirky. I'm giving Smirky a shout out on my chat.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
Everyone follow Smirky. Smirky's amazing. Smirky's gonna get Trackmania, so if you guys want to get more esports stuff, you guys can do Trackmania as well. I don't know why my whole chat ended, but it's okay. But yeah, we're gonna do the episode of the Spotlight of nice. MBR and Legacy. So MIBR is playing against Legacy right now for Counter-Strike.
Hello and welcome to the EWC Spotlight. We're here to break down everything that you have seen so far. I'm Avali, and joining me on the couch today are two people who have way better hair game than me, Glitter Explosion and Jorby. Just how do you get your hair so perfect in the morning?
I wake up like this.
Wow. Get him off the couch. Get him off the couch immediately. We don't want him here anymore, Glitter.
This is hours of work, a full team of people. This is not natural for me.
Think about how much money I save by not having to do anything. It's amazing.
Wow. Who invited him?
I don't know.
You haven't worked with him the entire 2 months so far, and this is what we get?
This is why they only brought me here for Rocket League. I don't think you guys could survive.
Yeah.
Not at all. Well, actually, there were quite a few teams who could not survive today against our final winners. Let's talk about what we just saw over at the STC Arena in Rocket League.
Oh my goodness. First of all, Falcons, welcome back. All right, Drawley is just absolutely insane. So, like, here's the thing. Falcons, way back in Paris, we were in Paris for the RLCS major a couple of months ago. Falcons weren't even here. They didn't even qualify. And, like, Drawley had joined the team earlier this year, and everyone was thinking, like, what's really going on with this Falcons team? Are they going to get back to that status where they're making grand finals, they're competing, and then they come to this event, and Drawley apparently just owns EWC. He's won the last 3 of them with 3 different rosters. First with BDS, then with K-Corp last year. He leaves K-Corp in 2026, and the first time he plays his old team was in the semifinals today, and he absolutely clobbered them 4-0. The fact that Falcons went 8-0 today in series and semis and the finals is insane, even by their standards. Like, they were insane.
So would you say that it was all thanks to him, or is there anyone else on the team who really deserves that extra praise?
No, you have the twins, Roas and Killers. They have been phenomenal. Back when TRK was still on the team, you know, they were able to win a couple of things and also really place high consistently. But TRK was a central part of their team. So when he left, weren't really sure what was going to happen. But Drawley was already a world champion, an EWC champion. So at the very least, we thought it was going to be a one-to-one transfer. It took a little bit of time for them to really start gelling, and they're right back to it. The twins, their synergy is absolutely unmatched in Rocket League. Genuinely, they're insane.
Now, when we look at their, grand final opponent, did we really expect them to just kind of roll over like this?
they had a more competitive game one than I thought that they would have. But hey, Space Nation, they made all 3 players make it to their first LAN grand final, and they looked really good on the whole way here. They ended up sweeping KC in groups, and then they had a very tight series versus Ninjas in Pajamas today. Went 7 games. They ended up winning that. They had really good defense. Diaz, Brazilian, joined the roster this year and has looked very good. And like, I was very impressed by that. I thought they could give Falcons a little bit of a fight and take a game. I was familiar with Falcons' game. I just wasn't giving them enough respect.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, hey, definitely a deserved win for that entire squad. But Glitter, we gotta go winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, over at the Katia City Grid, PUBG Mobile has crowned their winner.
We have, and honestly, it was kind of a crazy day. At the end of it all, it was S2G who won, but the path they took to get there was a little bit longer than I think what they maybe would have liked. So this is what happened, okay? Obviously, when it comes to PUBG Mobile, the teams need to hit the smash point threshold, and then they need to win after they've hit that point threshold, according to the smash rule, in order to get the entire championship, right? Well, after match 1, we already had teams hitting the threshold. We go to match 2, we're like, it could end in 2. Is this gonna happen? That would be insane because we had E Arena and Nongshim Red Force poised to do that. It didn't happen in match 2. Didn't happen in match 3. Didn't happen in match 4.
Oh no.
It went the full 6. No one was able to actually convert according to the smash rule. So at the end of it, because S2G was just so consistent the entire series, they had the most points, they take it home. I mean, it was a really, really strong lobby. It was back and forth with a lot of these teams. We even had Aurora up there. By the end of it, quite a few teams had qualified and were eligible per the smash rule. It was just, the lobby, I feel like, was almost too strong at the top.
Was the community going crazy over trying to see if we could end in 2 games and yet go in the full 6?
Absolute panic. For even in the green room, like for the talent, like if everyone was like, this has got to be a trillion, then it wasn't. And then this has got to be a, no, okay, you couldn't keep track.
It's impossible at that point. It's like, surely this is where they take the win.
There's always a little bit of drama somehow, isn't there? Yeah.
Of course, but hey, all of that drama is important because at the end of the day, it translates into those very important club championship points. And Glitter, we've been going back and forth the entire time. We're like, AGAL, they're at the top of the leaderboard. Ooh, this is so nice. But take a look at the club championship rankings as they are right now, and look who's back on top.
You know, we knew Falcons were going to be a threat when it came to Rocket League, and that this was going to be the opportunity for them to leapfrog in reverse to AGL after AGL had jumped to the top. Now 300 points behind Falcons, AGALR, and they've got 3 more titles left in the upcoming week. Falcons have 4, so it's not going to get any easier from here. And then, you know, the discussion starts. Are we getting a 3-time club championship winner?
It's kind of crazy to me that it's ending up this way, because leading up to this, like, you had Vitality and Twisted Minds were kind of in position to jump. Both of them have really strong Rocket League teams, so you thought maybe that could actually put them in position, and Falcons would have a lot of competition for that #1 spot. Yeah, here we are, Falcons. I mean, they just have so many good teams.
I was so sad about Vitality. I thought maybe they could do it.
Yeah, I thought so too, but they're cursed against Carmine Corp, so they were doomed in the quarterfinals.
RIP, but as you said it, we still have 1 final week to go for the EWC. And the week 7 games that we've got, we have Crossfire, Fortnite, Trackmania, and Counter-Strike. I know that so many people are excited to see that Counter-Strike grand final matchup essentially go for all of the people who are participating. But what game are you most excited for?
I too am excited for some CS, but I'm looking forward to Fortnite.
Yes, girl.
I think it's going to be really fun, and honestly, that is one of the titles where AGAL could actually win the whole thing, which would be a massive point win for them.
Huge. Any favorites for you?
Honestly, Fortnite 2s is actually more fun than I realized before. I started following it recently, and it's actually a lot of fun. But you know, this isn't because I commentate a card game, but I actually really like watching Trackmania, because the stuff they do with Trackmania is absolutely insane. So I know that seems a little typecast. I promise I don't only like card games.
I'm glad you said that, because that was going to be my follow-up question.
Yeah, I was ready for it. I could like see it.
Right?
Yeah,
I was braining it too.
Yeah, I saw the eyebrow kind of twitch a little bit. I'm like, no.
A little bit.
No,
like,
not only cars, I promise.
But yeah, no, I mean, just in terms of be fun to watch. But I myself haven't really seen too much Trackmania, so I kind of want to see what's it like to watch.
I mean, Trackmania is kind of like, you know, it's very precise. You have to be extremely accurate. You have to hit your jumps correctly. You kind of have, like, everything is just extremely precise. So it's very similar to Rocket League in that way, although Rocket League is kind of like a very arcadey version of that, and you get much more fluid control. So Trackmania is just fun to watch because it's kind of like, what do you say? You know how, like, you would watch those little, like, maze screensavers, like, back in the day?
That's a throwback.
That's like what watching the cars are like, is I just get locked into, like, flow state watching the cars, like, fly around and stuff. It's great.
We're gonna have some people in chat be like, screensaver, what's that?
Oh, no. You're right. It's the great year 2026. We don't have those.
Pipes. R.I.P. But oh my gosh, I do want to talk a little bit about Fan Fest because I don't know, have you seen the Sony manga booth where it's like all of the interactive One Piece exhibit?
Yes. And did I already go get the sticker of myself? And yes, I did. I have my wanted poster.
You have a sticker of yourself?
Well, you can go get yourself as a wanted poster.
Oh.
What was your bounty?
I don't think it was very high. I think I was only 3.2 mil. I'm not gonna lie.
You say that's not high?
No, because I saw somebody get like 36 mil.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, 10%. That's only 10% of your Yeah. Nope. Sorry.
I got 2.9 and I was about to flex. I was like, oh. And I'm like, all right. I put my sticker up on the wall for anyone who wants to go find it. Just look for the person holding the pirate-looking microphone. Like,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just like that. But if you have not gone to that booth yet,
I gotta see how much I'm worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this does bring us to the end of week 6. Only one more week to go in the EWC. Before I let you go, Jorby, anything else you want to say?
I mean, first of all, thanks for having me. It was great to be on the couch. Great to work with both of you for the first time, and I'm excited to watch some Counter-Strike as well. So it's gonna be fun watching this last week at EWC.
Absolutely. And Glitter, anything for you, girl?
I'm ready to dive into the last week. I hope you're excited. It's gonna be a great way to close the entire summer out.
I know, I am so excited. We're gonna have so many amazing final matches and of course all of these tournaments across the board. But that was it for this EWC Spotlight. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you for week 7.
Okay, let me text something real quick.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan EVO. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
Play is in our DNA.
Alright, guys, alright. We're in our bubble right now. There is one game that we are still going to be Counter-Strike. So we're going to hop right into Counter-Strike as well. And then the other big thing is this too. Sharing love to everyone as well. So yes, I will be heading over to Paris, guys. I'm going to Paris, France next week, or in like 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. But yeah, I'll be there, and I will be doing my streams for co-streaming in IRL. Hopefully, it's gonna be such a. Hopefully, I can get it down. Mic and microphone would not be okay. It would be kind of crazy. I will try to do this though remotely, so we're gonna basically, hopefully, limit the patience that we have for remote streaming. And I want everyone to know this. I appreciate you all. But yes, that's what I will be doing. So we're gonna head all over into Counter-Strike world right now. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for the Rocket League stuff. I know the Rocket League stuff is actually super cool too. There's a lot of other cool streamers out there, like Smirky's one of the coolest ones. On top of that, Dr. Doolett, he's an amazing guy too. Here, let me give him a shout out. Y'all are amazing. And what it is that these streaming is no Fred. It is not the easiest thing in the world. Heck no. Because if it was, dang, everyone would be doing it. But yeah, we're gonna give a shout out to Dr. Doolett. We have a community here. We're good. We're all happy on our end. Okay. So bad. I didn't want to sound like I was flexing.
It was
But
honestly
definitely
pretty clean with the
Okay.
entry and like.
Wait, is Counter-Strike over?
And our execute.
I think Counter-Strike is over.
It looked good.
Over?
I don't want to ask the typical interviewer, you know, how you feeling making it to playoffs, but it is important for you guys, right? Because you're looking at those VRS points, you want to be making it up to the major and as deep as possible. So in terms of making it to top 16, is this the limit for Astralis? What is the bare minimum you want to achieve there?
No, it's not the limit. We can go way further if we want, but I mean, it depends on who shows up on
Oh, it's Astralis. Did Astralis win? I think Astralis just won.
Today was good, so we were
I
trying
think Astralis
to catch
just
some
beat them.
momentum.
And I hear
Yeah,
you're
they just
very
beat them.
excited to crush
no.
NIP's key. Is there anything personal
Oh,
there, or you
no.
just want to get your
We
hands
caught
on
the
I
NIP.
mean, I know
God.
most of the guys over there. I played with most of them.
Oh, no.
So, or at least some of them. So of course it's a bit more fun to beat them. So yeah, I'm super happy.
I won't keep you waiting then. Congratulations.
Yeah, Astralis doing it, and for Hooksy, you know, a little bit of a sigh of relief. It did take a little bit of an effort to get themselves here to the very finish line at the end of it all, but yeah, he says he's pretty familiar with Nip's game. And for Nip, well, what game they had today maybe left a little bit to be desired.
I mean, like, that's what happens if Kaspersky has a bad game for NIP, right? You're not gonna,
Yeah.
you're
really
be
good,
like,
and then
"Don't
something
have a bad game
happens."
for Spirit. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it was rough. Unfortunately, they lose both pistols, deal with bad starts. They did a good job of adjusting in the first half, spreading out around the map. They were getting flanked early on in that half. Managed to find some solutions, but you know, if you do end up losing both pistols, then you have to take advantage of all the other opportunities that you have. And on top of that, you lose to that A rush against pistols. That proved too much to overcome for NIP on Cash.
Let me shift the convo just a little bit here towards the coaching staff over at NIP. Now, I know that NIP have gone through some very turbulent times over the past couple of years for X amount of various reasons. But the coaching staff over there, and i.e. Richard, I'm talking about Exist himself. So this guy, in terms of pedigree, he's done a lot of things in the earlier days of Counter-Strike. You've seen it. You guys were there.
Times have changed, right? Remember him saying, "Don't pick Cash against me, you know, like now."
And now,
different. Yeah.
Things are different. You know, I had a small stint with him in Heroic when he was actually my coach. You know, he's quite different from what I've tried in likes of Sonic. Obviously, he's a little bit more quiet.
Alright,
you know,
YouTube.
I don't think he's always the one that wants to like, dictate the game, but it's more like I wouldn't say he's just
Enjoy
only a
your
vibe
day.